Redline Computer Studios. We are broadcasting from the Redline Computer Studios, West Billings, Montana, at livinlargelarry.com. Glad you're here. Thanks for being a loyal streamer from all around the world. All kinds of blinds and billings, all kinds of blinds, mt.com. And our temperature check, the 80s, low 80s at least for at least 3 or 4 days here. By the end of the weekend, though, it does, temperatures do taper off a little bit. Expand a look at the forecast. Click on the weather tab at livinlargelarry.com. Detailed forecast and the Billings Morning News coming up at livinlargelarry.com.
Greetings, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Retired Alan West, Executive Director of the National Center for Policy Analysis. I'll be speaking at the Yellowstone County Lincoln Reagan Day Dinner on May the 19th, and you're invited to come. Now more than ever, our country stands at a critical juncture. I'll be talking about how the decisions we make and actions we take now will decide what kind of America we leave to our children. You can get tickets at YellowstoneGOP.org, and I'll see you there.
That is for the Lincoln Reagan Day Dinner for the 19th, and there's a few tickets left. Contact the Radisson. That's where the event is here in Billings. It's like I'll interview Friday coming up Mayor Tom Hanel, City of Billings with Mayor Call. Also Shayla Fox from the Billings JECs. They have 2 huge events that are coming up this weekend alone. They will talk to Shayla Fox about in a few minutes. As part of our What's Going On Around Town, courtesy of Bighorn Inspection, Refinery Inspection, and Petrochemical, bighorninspection.com. And we'll revisit our talk we had with Regina Grindsman to talk about her events coming up with Bowl for Kids' Sake and Ray Nava, Billings Elite Boxing Club, and their 25 matches they have coming up this weekend as well. Boxing boys and girls, Billings Elite Boxing Club, all from bighorninspection.com and what's going on around town. All kinds of blinds, mt.com, cellular blinds, looking for vertical blinds or those woven woods, or if you have an idea how to dress up your window but you need the experts, then talk to All Kinds of Blinds. And for security window film, All Kinds of Blinds has that for you as well. All Kinds of Blinds and Billings, all kinds of blinds, mt.com. And they have a great service area around the metropolitan area of Billings, Montana, too. All kinds of blinds, mt.com. Our replay of segments on livinlargelarry.com on the show from Keystone Mortgage Company here in Billings, and purchase, refinance, investment properties, and a brand new place to call home for work. Keystone Mortgage, downtown now, across from the pub station, 2442 First Avenue North. You can find them on Facebook. Type in the keyword Keystone, Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. I think you'll love the changes at Keystone Mortgage.
Livin' Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry live.
So we don't forget, here from the Redline Computer Studios, West Billings, livinlargelarry.com. I want to talk with Bailey Vitito, Miss Rodeo Teen, Montana here, 2016. She's 16. She's smart, too. And her coronation is on the 19th. Bailey Vitito with us, Miss Teen Rodeo Montana 2016. You are from Reed Point, correct, Bailey?
Yes, I'm from Reed Point, but I go to school in Big Timber.
Well, talk about yourself and how old you are, what your grade in school is, and your favorite subject and all that first.
Well, I'm a 16-year-old sophomore at Sweetgrass County High School, and I'm an honor roll student with multiple academic awards and a member of the National Honor Society. I actually recently was recognized by the Congress of Future Physicians and Medical Scientists with a National Academic Achievement Award.
Oh, so you're also smart, not just Miss Teen Rodeo.
Yeah, there is some knowledge required.
Yeah. Hey, what was the process? What was the process to get to Miss Teen Rodeo Montana during the course of?
Well, it was a 4-day pageant that's held in conjunction with the Montana Circuit Finals, and basically those 4 days are full of different things like impromptu speeches, horsemanship, the fashion show, and all kinds of different things that they kind of throw at you. Yeah, that's fine.
What kind of speech did you give, or how many speeches did you give, and what were the subjects?
Well, sometimes they would ask me questions, like they would give me like a subject to talk about in front of a crowd, and I would have to do that or do a practice interview. And but we did have to have I think a 4-minute long prepared speech.
So your reign as Miss Teen Rodeo Montana 2016 requires lots of traveling and is like 20,000 miles. Where are you going to go, and when do you start your traveling experience?
Well, I don't have all my rodeos contracted. We do have a few in the works, and some that I know for sure that I'm going to, but I should be picking that up pretty soon after school gets out, and traveling all around the state, going to different rodeos.
I mean, you are the ambassador for the sport of rodeo and Western heritage and agriculture, and there's some fundraising along the way to help us in travel expenses. Am I right?
Yes. Actually, this Friday, May 20th, we are having my coronation gala, which is basically a dinner and dance to celebrate my title. We have the band Exit 53 coming for a dinner and dance to just kind of celebrate my title.
Okay, and how can people help you out? Are we all invited?
Yes, everyone is invited. Tickets are $35, and the doors will open at 6.
And where again is your coronation?
It is at MSUB.
All right, and who chose the band? You said Exit 53?
Yes, well, we used to live in Custer, so we knew them, and
yeah, good choice.
Figured we would connect with them again and get them there.
Yeah, that's a fantastic choice. It'll be fun for your coronation. Congratulations on Miss Teen Rodeo Montana 2016. What's your future plans after your reign is up?
Well, I'm actually quite the genetics geek. I'm very interested in genetics, and I plan to go to college for genetic engineering or gene therapy. So.
And where do you plan to go to college?
Well, I would like to start out at MSU and get my basics there, but after that I'll plan to attend an out-of-state university that has a great genetics department.
The one thing that really you're looking forward to as your reign as Miss Teen Rodeo Montana 2016, Bailey Vitito?
Well, I think I am most excited to get back on the road, see some old friends, and reconnect with them because we haven't seen them in a few years, and it'll be great to get back on the road and get to see them.
If somebody wants to get in touch with you, either for the coronation or just to ask questions about your reign as Miss Teen Rodeo Montana 2016, do you have an email address or some other contact details you can share with us?
Yes, I have. My email address is missteenrodeomontana 2016 at gmail.com.
All right, Bailey Vitito, Miss Teen Rodeo Montana 2016. Pleasure to talk with you. Thanks so much for the time.
Yes, thank you.
Join us at 1-888-858-1408.
Top Sandwich Company brings us our weather forecast on the show. LivinLargeLarry.com. Top Sandwich Company. They're across from Shopco, and they're catering your events, including graduation parties coming up. Tops Sandwich Company. Let them do the work. Let them present what they do to you. Top Sandwich Company for graduation across from Shopco. Get a hold of Tucker Veldkamp and their cool staff over there. Forecast going to be nice and warm for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Cools off a little bit for Sunday, and a chance for some late afternoon showers and thunderstorms in and around Billings. Otherwise, temperatures between 75 and 82 for a good part of the rest of the week here on into at least half of the weekend. LivinLargeLarry.com. And to extend a look at the forecast, click on the weather tab of the home page of our website. Top Sandwich Company in Billings, no franchise, locally owned. Tucker Veldkamp owns it. We're a great crew working for him at Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco Catering. And Top Sandwich Company's happy hour, 5 to 8 p.m. All sandwiches then are $5 each. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco.
Time for a haircut? Try Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights, if you want truly trained. I mean, these guys are trained barbers for straight razor shaves, or if you just want just a haircut, $10 for a basic haircut. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights. the best $10 haircut ever, and they don't take up a lot of time either. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, $10. Great haircut. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in Billings Heights, and proud sponsors and supporters of the 2016 Billings Wolves. It's Jim and Austin's Barbershop.
Friday, May 20th at Metro Park. Fusion Fight League and Sing Contracting present Night of Champions. Showcasing your Billings Grindhouse fighters. Ireland Bombshell Moran, Braden Beer, Brian Double B. Borst, Mikey Maniac Zindler, and Tyler the Outlaw Bogle. Feel the energy of live MMA. Friday, May 20th at Metro Park.
Livin Large Larry Live. The Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com, brought to you by the Billings Extreme Outdoor Semi-Pro Football in Billings at Dalis when they play home games in Billings. BillingsExtreme.com. Check them out, XTREME, and you can find them on Facebook. A woman charged in 2 knife attacks that left one person dead and another injured in Missoula has pleaded guilty. 32-year-old Sarah McKnight pleaded guilty earlier in the week to 5 felonies, including deliberate homicide and kidnapping. An attorney for an American Indian group says U.S. officials will likely need more money from Congress to cover the cost of an initiative to return land on reservations to tribal ownership. John Dossett with the National Congress of American Indians says the U.S. Interior Department program is working well, but he says the $1.9 billion put into it under a legal settlement won't be enough to get the work done. Montana's Secretary of State has announced that more than a dozen satellite voting offices have been established throughout the state's American Indian reservations ahead of the June 7th primary election. The report says that the 13 offices will be in 9 counties and serve 6 tribal nations. A federal court has ruled that Montana's campaign contribution limits are unconstitutional. The ruling by U.S. District Judge Charles Lovell came just a day after he announced he would decide the case on its merits without a trial. It also came less than a month before the state's June 7th primary. Scientists with the U.S. Geological Survey and other institutions have traced transmissions of the disease brucellosis following a recent spike in livestock infections and say elk are to blame for the animal disease spreading into new areas around Yellowstone National Park. State and federal officials slaughtered thousands of diseased bison over the past 2 decades to shield livestock outside the park from potential infection. The findings were published in the May issue of Nature Communications. And the Billings Fire Department isn't likely to provide ambulance service anytime soon. That came out of a far-ranging discussion the City Council had with Fire Chief Paul Dextrous. During Monday's budget meeting, Medicare and Medicaid fees aren't enough to cover the cost, and it's often difficult to collect ambulance fees. Dwayne Kellames walked away from Alpha House Men's Pre-Release Center in Billings on Monday evening. He is 6 feet tall, weighs about 155 pounds, white hair and brown eyes. Just a heads up. Call authorities if you spot him. A French Canadian put a bison calf in his car at Yellowstone National Park because he thought it was cold, and the animal is now dead. He was fined and is required to appear in court. And federal officials have charged members of a Canada-based group of men who posted pictures of their travels on social media after the men were caught walking on a hot spring in Yellowstone National Park. The Hillary Clinton campaign is opening shop today in Billings. The Clinton campaign opened its first Montana office in Helena last week, and offices are planned in the next few days in Missoula as well as Bozeman. Couple of sports notes. The Cleveland Cavaliers remain unbeaten in the postseason after LeBron James hit his first 9 shots and scored 24 points in 3 quarters of a trouncing of Toronto, 115-84 in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, NBA. A total of 14 players, managers, and coaches have been punished for their roles in Sunday's brawl between the Rangers and the Blue Jays, with Texas second baseman Rugon Odor receiving and appealing an 8-game suspension for punching Toronto slugger Jose Bautista, and various fines for others involved of that brawl on Sunday afternoon. And that's a look at the Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com, brought to you by the Billings Extreme Semi-Pro Football Outdoor Football League in Billings, BillingsExtreme.com, and XTREME, also on Facebook.
All kinds of blinds and Billings, all kinds of blinds, mt.com. Log on for some spring, summer blinds. Your residence or even your business, all kinds of blinds. Quickie temperatures, good news. 3 or 4 days of upper 70s, low 80s, not too bad. If you're interested in learning the current value of your home, call Amber Gustanis with Century 21 Hometown Brokers for a free market analysis. Amber Gustanis, Century 21 Hometown Brokers, free market analysis, 690-5902. Best Coupon Magazine, truly in and around Billings, with an issue for different areas around Billings. Coupons that fit where you live. Hometown Values Savings Magazine. If you check your mail from time to time, you'll see it. It's going to show up in your mailbox. Hometown Values Savings Magazine. Check out the new Heights edition. Also the newest Billings Laurel edition is out as well. Hometown Values with practical couponing in the magazine. Hometown Values.
Call or email your Livin Large Larry Live show ideas. Larry@livinlargelarry.com and 1-888-858-1408.
Keystone Mortgage is a sponsor of our replays on the show. Keystone Mortgage, downtown Billings, at the new location right across the street from the pub station. Ask about their new loan tracker. You can see everything, including rates, lock dates, personal notes, and documentation. It's private to you. The loan tracker through Keystone Mortgage Company in Billings, downtown.
All right, Mayor Call with Mayor Tom Handel, City of Billings. And how are things? Getting close to the weekend, Tom. You've been a busy, busy boy, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, it has been. Good morning to you, Larry. It's a beautiful day.
So lots on the agenda. We can't get to all of it, but I've highlighted just a few of the bullet points that maybe you can give us some insight onto. That is a lot of infrastructure talk about Main Street and Airport Road, and not just this week. This is an ongoing process, and some of the options that were ranged that I saw in I think the Gazette, from $0 to $7 million. Lots of work, lots of money. End of the day, good project though.
Absolutely. You know, Larry, it's a multi-agency transportation study, and yes, there's actually a meeting will be today at 5:15 out at the Metro Yellowstone Room, and it's to discuss specifically this. And, you know, Main Street is the busiest street in the state of Montana. Nearly 50,000 vehicles pass up and down that street each day, and, of course, that intersection at Airport and Main is the busiest intersection that we deal with. And so there's going to be 3 alternatives. Of course, one is to do nothing, and the other 2 are staged depending on cost. And look forward to the meeting and the public input and see where the committee may go with that.
You know, and I hope that the answer is not going to be to do nothing. I live in the big picture world looking towards the future. That busiest street you speak of, Main and Airport in the Heights and Billings, being the busiest in Montana, we've got to do something over time here.
We do, and overtime is the key, Larry. What it amounts to is getting together, sharing ideas, getting public input, trying to see what would be the best solution to the issue, I guess would be the way to put it.
Right.
And then plan for it. You know, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. It's going to take money, and obviously a lot of engineering, a lot of study put into it. So start today and set a date out there, and let's make it a goal and accomplish that goal.
One of the most popular locations in Billings during the summertime, especially Rose Park Pool. Some talk about some renovation coming up soon at Rose Park Pool in Billings.
Well, renovation by way of need. You know, we had a fire over there recently.
Right, yeah.
It's been determined that fire was set. That was not an accident. It wasn't something that, we had thought maybe something got left on or anything of that nature. So consequently, our insurance company is involved, and yes, we have a pretty high deductible. That's in order to keep our rates down, and we're looking at a $100,000 deductible. However, Larry, I will say we had plans to remodel, to improve that bath facility, the concession stand. It would have cost far more than $100,000. So we're going to look at it as a blessing in some ways, put this money to good use, and build what needs to be built. But it should be known that will not be a cause for any delay of opening the pool. We will have it open as scheduled and be there to meet the needs of the public.
Oh, that's good news. That was my next question, actually. I was looking over some of Nick Tyler from KGHL's notes here. I must have missed this one. I know that we have an ambulance service in Billings, and Chief Dexter is Billings Fire Department. Was there talk about adding another ambulance service?
Well, what it amounts to is we're presently served by a nationally recognized company, AMR, and they do a very good job, Larry. They do an exceptional job not only here but in other areas. And it's a huge undertaking, not only equipment but training and the facilities to operate out of, that type of thing. So is it something that we as a city are looking at extending into? Certainly not in any of the immediate future. Discussions are good, planning, but I do not see, if that were to happen, I don't see it happening for a long time. We simply have to be very cognizant of the taxpayers' money, where it's being spent, and I don't think that's the direction we want to go right now.
Typically in cities of our population here in Billings, a little over 100,000 people, is that typical in other cities our size to have their own localized, if you will, ambulance service?
Many cities do. The fire department has a division with the medical response, ambulance personnel. That's common. And depending on when it was started and the cost at the time, every city's different. Billings being very unique in its own, in that if we were to start such a service, it would be, as I say, a huge, huge expense. Not only just for the manpower, the training, the equipment, but a facility or facilities. And, of course, there's a great liability involved.
Right.
And that needs to be taken into consideration also.
I understand Lisa Harmon, our good friend, Executive Director, Downtown Billings Alliance, had some words and some possible considerations from the City Council on Monday night.
Absolutely. The Downtown Business Association, I will tell you, Larry, is operating very well. They're doing a great job. They have got the downtown doing extremely well. It's very active. The economy downtown is great. And I'm proud to say that you can go downtown during the day or at night. It's as busy at night as it is during the day. But they are looking at some adjustments in the user fees. That would be the businesses that are members of the Downtown Business Association. Just a few minor adjustments to keep up with their costs. And they provide additional services beyond the normal for those members. So a great report and just a fantastic leadership there with Lisa Harmon and their board of directors. And at this present time, they have the support of the council to keep operating as they have been.
All right, lots of Billings, Montana business. And let Robin know. Now, Robin and I have danced before. Carrie and I are heading to South Dakota for our niece's wedding. We're playing DJ. We're playing disc jockey for her wedding reception, so Robin's going to miss out on some dancing this weekend. That's where we're headed.
Oh, no. I'll let her know. She will definitely be disappointed to hear that. And, we've got a busy weekend ahead of us, chasing grandchildren around and other activities here in Billings. So you guys have a great time. Drive safe, and be sure to tell Kelly hello for us.
Have fun, you too. And thanks, Mayor Tom Hannell, City of Billings, for Mayor Call this morning.
Best Coupon Magazine, truly in and around Billings, with an issue for different areas around Billings. Coupons that fit where you live. Hometown Values Savings Magazine. If you check your mail from time to time, you'll see it. It's going to show up in your mailbox. Hometown Values Savings Magazine. Check out the new Heights edition. Also the newest Billings Laurel edition is out as well. Hometown Values with practical couponing in the magazine. Hometown Values. From the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, across from the Goodwill store, King and 29th West, Billings Redline Computer Studios. All kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, mt.com. Quickie temperature look, it's going to be nice. Upper 70s, low 80s through at least Saturday. Carrie's Massage has moved to 928 Broadwater, Suite 203. Grew out of her other space and a much larger location, and she has a deep tissue massage special for you. All 1 hour deep tissue massages. Look at a small hot stone upgrade for free, and that begins on May 16th, runs all the way through the rest of the month, beginning May 16th. So for $70, which is the price of a 1 hour deep tissue,
You get a $10 upgrade for free. Carrie's Massage, give her a try. 928 Broadwater, Suite 203 in Billings. If you are interested in real estate, learning the current value of your home or property, then call Amber Gustanis with Century 21 Hometown Brokers for a free market analysis. Amber Gustanis, Century 21 Hometown Brokers, 406-690-5902.
Livin' Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry Live.
We are speaking with Shayla Fox. She's the Community Vice President of the Billings JCs. Hello.
Hello.
So you got elected to talk to us today, huh?
Yes, I did.
Not a big deal. It was a little conversation back and forth about some cool things that Billings JCs are up to. Two huge events coming up the next couple of days. On Friday, first of all, talk about Rock and Relief and what's that all about?
Okay, so Rock and Relief is going to be on Friday at the pub station. We are sponsoring this benefit for family service. We're really excited about this because we are bringing the Wench, Josephine Sunrise, and Patrick Michaelis out, three great artists, and we're able to really raise money and support family service.
How long have you been with Billings JC in this capacity as a Community Vice President?
I have been in this position for a few months.
Were you something else before that?
No, I actually just joined the JCs in October. So fairly new member, but I jumped right in and really got involved.
Are you from Billings?
I am.
Okay, and something with the JCs sparked your curiosity and you jumped right in.
Yes, I really wanted to get involved and give back, and this was just the perfect way to do it.
What do you get to do in your real life, like for a real job and things like that?
So I do something very similar. I actually work at Montana State University, Billings, in the Community Involvement Department, and I do volunteer engagement.
Ah, wow. Rewarding time in your life.
Definitely. Yeah. I love it.
All right. So Friday's big event, this Friday pub station, and then perfect time of the year, you're going to beat summer with the summer kickoff barbecue on Sunday afternoon, right?
That's correct.
Talk about that a little bit.
Okay, so on Sunday from 1 to 4 at the Squire Lounge, we will be there with our current members and prospective members to really see what the JCs are about, to come enjoy the sun, get some food, and just have kind of a great time.
Were you with the Billings JCs this year when they had their Halloween haunted house? And
I joined right after that.
Really?
So, but I'm really looking forward to jumping in and participating in that because that's one of our biggest events.
Yeah, that is the biggest event. That's the one I think that community residents in and around Billings, Montana look forward to every single year.
That's correct. Yeah. Yes. We also have Tales and Trails coming up.
Okay, cool, yeah.
And that is usually around Lake Elmo, and it's where you can bring your dogs on the fun 5K race. So that's kind of a fun event that we hold.
Busy time of the year for the JCs. Not just you have quite a crew, quite a group with the Billings JCs.
I do. I love working with all of them. We all bring different perspectives, different occupations into it, and it's a great time, and we really work together to give back to the Billings community.
Shayla Fox with us, Community Vice President, Billings JCs. And how about some contact details, Facebook, website, phone numbers for questions, or even maybe talking about joining?
Okay, so if you are interested in joining, I would recommend coming to the barbecue on Sunday. Once again, that's on the Squire Lounge from 1 to 4 p.m. Also, we do have a Facebook page, Facebook/Billings JCs. Pretty easy to find. We also have a website. Reach out to any of us on Facebook. Okay. Usually that's the best option and best way for us to get back to you.
Shayla Fox, Billings JCs. Good stuff. Good information.
Thank you.
Thanks for your work in the community. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Livin' Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry Live.
Top Sandwich Company brings us our weather forecast on the show. LivinLargeLarry.com. Top Sandwich Company They're across from Shopco, and they're catering your events, including graduation parties coming up. Tops Sandwich Company, let them do the work. Let them present what they do to you. Tops Sandwich Company for graduation across from Shopco. Get a hold of Tucker Veldkamp and their cool staff over there. Forecast, going to be nice and warm for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Cools off a little bit for Sunday, and a chance for some late afternoon showers and thunderstorms in and around Billings. Otherwise, temperatures between 75 and 82 for a good part of the rest of the week here on into at least half of the weekend. LivinLargeLarry.com. And an extended look at the forecast, click on the weather tab of the home page of our website. Top Sandwich Company. In Billings, no franchise, locally owned. Tucker Veldkamp owns it. We're a great crew working for him at Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco Catering. And Top Sandwich Company's happy hour, 5 to 8 p.m. All sandwiches then are $5 each. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco.
Friday, May 20th at Metro Park. Fusion Fight League and Sing Contracting present Night of Champions. Showcasing your Billings Grindhouse fighters. Ireland Bombshell Moran. Braden Beer. Brian Double B. Borst. Mikey Maniac Zindler. And Tyler the Outlaw Bogle. Feel the energy of live MMA. Friday, May 20th at Metro Park.
No disrespect to the industry, but there seems to be coupons for everything. And if you want the real coupon magazine, Hometown Values Coupon Magazine, a coupon book you can read, and practical couponing. Hometown Values, check them out. Different Hometown Values magazines for each part of the city. Hometown Values, Billings and Laurel. Log on to myhometownvalues.com. Carrie's Massage has moved to 928 Broadwater, Suite 203. Grew out of her other space and a much larger location, and she has a deep tissue massage special for you. All 1 hour deep tissue massages. We'll get a small hot stone upgrade for free, and that begins on May 16th, runs all the way through the rest of the month, beginning May 16th. So for $70, which is the price of a 1 hour deep tissue, you get a $10 upgrade for free. Carrie's Massage, give her a try. 928 Broadwater, Suite 203 in Billings.
The man with the most energy in radio commercials ever, it's Jay Johansson, the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue.
655-3668, Larry. I tell you what, Larry.
Yeah.
I'm here to lay it out. Truth is the truth, and I got to come clean with everything.
All right.
You've heard me on the radio.
Yeah.
Doing my thing for 4 or 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
The Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue, 655-3668. That's my phone number.
Yeah.
Larry?
Yes, sir.
We're number one.
I know, you're number one.
We're number one. We're not number two. We're the number one shoe store in Billings. If you want great customer service, if you want someone that's going to care how your feet feel, not next month, but in 3 months, you need to come to 3839 Grand Avenue, the Athlete's Foot, for top quality customer service. Larry, you know what we're going to actually do?
What's that?
You know what we're going to actually do?
Yeah, Jay,
I'm
what?
going to measure your foot. Yeah, I'm going to do something really crazy.
All right, yeah, crazy.
I'm not going to ask somebody their shoe size. I'm going to measure their feet. And then we're going to use the footprint technology. We're going to take the human element completely out of it, see what kind of foot you got, and put the exact kind of shoes on your feet that you need. And then not only that, Livin Large Larry, the best on the radio, we also got the Jordans. And I'm not talking the black and white Jordans that every shoe shop's got. I'm talking about the Jordans that everyone's waiting to get. In my store, right now, in my case, are the French Blue 12s that don't release until next week, and I got 72 pairs of them.
My notes say you're the Jordan expert.
I had to come clean.
The Athlete's Foot Billings on Facebook.
The Athlete's Foot Billings MT. Check us out. Peace.
3839 Grand Avenue, Billings. The Athlete's Foot.
Spring fix-up, spring cleanup, all kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, mt.com for all kinds of blinds and window film for security as well. Woven woods, the mini blinds, vertical blinds, great variety of Roman shades, all through all kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, mt.com. Check out some of the work that all kinds of blinds have done around the area. The FedEx Kinko's on 27th Street. Also, the 48th Street mini storage. Just walk in and check out the work. All kinds of blinds in Billings. All kinds of blinds, mt.com.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
All kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, mt.com. Quickie temperature check. Nice 3 or 4 days in Billings between 75 and 85. And livinlargelarry.com for an extended look at the forecast from the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings. The Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com. It is presented to you by the Billings Extreme Semi-Pro Outdoor Football in Billings for the rest of the spring and summer over at Dallas, billingsextreme.com, X-T-R-E-M-E. The victim has been identified as a 21-year-old in a homicide investigation underway at Lame Deer. This is from KTVQ.com and Color8.com, also Billings Gazette. But the victim has been identified as a 21-year-old man who was stabbed to death, according to the Northern Cheyenne Tribe President Levando Fisher. Fisher said the stabbing happened on the east side of Lame Deer about 6 in the morning on Wednesday morning. The male suspect has been identified and is currently at large. According to Fisher, both the victim and suspect are tribal members. That investigation continues. A man has pleaded guilty to causing the death of a woman while he was driving under the influence of meth. The Beaverhead County prosecutor reports that Donald Wellborn Jr. entered a guilty plea in district court in Dillon Tuesday to felony vehicular homicide while under the influence. He was charged for fatally striking 32-year-old Mary Marino of Divide early on October 28, 2015, while she was walking on I-15 just north of Dillon after her vehicle broke down on the highway. The filmmaking group facing federal charges for walking across the Grand Prismatic Hot Spring in Yellowstone National Park has publicly posted videos of similar excursions across other national parks. The group is called High on Life, posted several videos on its YouTube channel of a great American road trip. In one of the videos, the men drive an RV across the Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah while pulling one man on a set of water skis. Warrants, by the way, have been issued for the arrest of the men involved, those pranks. Immigrants who enter the U.S. illegally but have since acquired legal documentation are permitted to receive Montana benefits. The Montana Supreme Court has ruled. The court's opinion issued last week helped clarify the 2012 state law that excluded certain non-citizens from receiving Montana benefits. Those benefits include a state license, employment disability, and unemployment aid, and federal funding for higher education. The Montana Immigration and Justice Alliance, which is based in Helena, filed the complaint in Lewis and Clark County. According to the language of the law, illegal aliens who are defined as a non-U.S. citizen who enter the country illegally or stay in the country illegally cannot receive state benefits. The district court ruling was upheld by the Montana Supreme Court, but the High Court went a step further and removed the reporting requirements. They're still working on that. An early Wednesday morning fire outside of Missoula destroyed a Condon gas station and grocery store. A blaze was reported at the Mission Mountain Mercantile on Montana Highway 83 just before 12:30 in the morning, just after midnight. A Missoula County Sheriff's Office spokeswoman said when fire personnel arrived, the blaze was towards the back of the gas station, but quickly moved to the front of the building. The building was eventually fully engulfed and has been determined a total loss. The state fire marshal is en route to the Swan Valley to try and determine the cause of that fire. Let's look at Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com. Brought to you by Billings Extreme Football, semi-pro outdoor football in Billings this spring and summer. BillingsExtreme.com, X-T-R-E-M-E, and search them out on Facebook as well.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Keystone Mortgage has moved to a much larger location. Keystone Mortgage is our underwriter for our replay of the show, our podcast. Keystone Mortgage, purchase, refinance, investment properties, second home, anything dealing with mortgages. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. And that slogan fits. Keystone Mortgage Company, Keystone Mortgage, KeystoneHomeLoans.com. They are locally owned and operated, and you can search them out on Facebook. Just type in the keyword, the Keystone. From the Redline Computer Studios, West Billings, and more of what's going on this weekend in and around Billings. What's going on around town, from Bighorn Inspection, petrochemical and refinery inspection, bighorninspection.com. Bowl for Kids' Sake this weekend. Regina's with us. Executive Director of Big Brothers Big Sisters, Regina Grindsman. How are things with you, Regina?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. You have a huge event, Bowl for Kids' Sake, and I think Bowl for Kids' Sake has been out there so many years, it's like a household phrase.
That's right. It's the annual event. It's the signature event for the national organization. So everyone, hopefully by this point, knows what Bowl for Kids' Sake is all about. If not...
I got to tell you that, though. Big Brothers Big Sisters kind of own that Bowl for Kids' Sake. There's been lots of people that have followed your lead over the years, just so you know, but Big Brothers and Big Sisters, when it comes to Bowl for Kids' Sakes, then it's, I think, attached to them. So before you talk more about the event, I need to get the mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters and the vision of what it's all about here in Yellowstone County from you.
So what we do is we provide mentoring. That's all we do. We do it in a variety of different capacities, but primarily we match kids up with adults as well as high school students so that they can reach their full potential. So mentoring.
And Big Brothers Big Sisters been around for a long time. Seems easy, and it must be that easy, but you have to go through a few questionnaires and things like that to become a big brother or big sister, right? You can't just call the office and say, I want to be a big brother.
Nope. We do have those people who call and they inquire, and we do a great screening process, application, background checks, reference checks, things of that nature. So it can be extensive and it can be time consuming. Right. So from start to finish, it can be almost 6 months to 8 months, depending on how we get a hold of people, what comes back in. Just getting everything coordinated takes some time. So yes, being a mentor is an investment, and we desperately need more. We do have a waiting list of kids who are still in need, who would still like a positive influence in their life. So if they are interested, they can contact us via website, email, phone number. But yes, we are providing mentorship and hopefully changing lives.
Well, we'll do some call to action, contact details at the very end of the talk here. But what is the website for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Yellowstone County?
It's bbbsyc.org. So that literally stands for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Yellowstone County. Just the first letter of each of those words.
Perfect. Regina Grindsman with us, Executive Director. Big Brothers, Big Sisters, now on to Bowl for Kids' Sake. And did I read somewhere that your goal this year, was it last year or this year, was $35,000?
Yes, we're trying to do between $30,000 and $35,000. So yeah, it's a tough one. It's a big challenge for us. We're coming off our Feel the Love Gala in February, which did amazing. So again, it's hard to come back around with another event. And so yes, that is our goal. We hope to have around 45 teams. We're at about 26 right now, so we could use a few more.
So we're a couple of weeks away from the actual Bowl for Kids' Sake, which is on May 21st, correct?
Correct. Saturday, May 21st at Fireside Lane.
And how does that day line up? You got more than just one session as well.
Correct. That seems to work the best. We have an 11 o'clock, a 2 o'clock, and then we have what we call a high rollers time at 5 p.m.
What is the high rollers?
Yeah, that's for anyone who raises, or organization company-wide, who raises $1,000 or more.
Wow. I love the name of it, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, we get, we have special little treats for them at that time. It's kind of a happy hour kind of time on a Saturday evening, so we try to do a few little special things, but yes. Mm-hmm.
And of course, Bowl for Kids' Sake, it's a lot of fun, raise a little bit of money, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to Big Brothers Big Sisters of Yellowstone County. Fun-filled day of bowling, prizes, and food. And who's some of your partners?
Oh, well, we have First Interstate Bank, of course. We have U.S. Bank. CTA has jumped in this year, and they have got 2 teams, as well as EBMS has a team. Computers Unlimited has helped us. So we have a few of those company sponsors, and then we also have individual people who are coming together and making their own teams, either through their work or just family or personal.
All right, so let's build some more teams for you for Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Yellowstone County, and Bowl for Kids' Sake, May 21st. Give us some more contact details. You can give the website again, Facebook, your phone number, things like that, Regina.
Yes. Okay, so website, bbbsyc.org. Call us at 248-2229. Again, 248-2229. Or Facebook us. We'll get back to you. That's Yellowstone County Big Brothers Big Sisters.
All right, and perfect. Regina Grindsman and Big Brothers Big Sisters, Yellowstone County. We will talk with you later.
Thank you.
Livin Large Larry Live.
We broadcast on YouTube and the TuneIn smartphone app, all accessed through livinlargelarry.com from the Redline Computer Studios, next to the Wave Car Wash off King and 29th West Billings, the Redline Computer Studios. All kinds of blinds and Billings, all kinds of blindsmt.com. 75 to 85 through most of the weekend. It changes on Sunday. Top Sandwich Company brings us our weather forecast on the show. LivinLargeLarry.com, Top Sandwich Company. They're across from Shopco, and they're catering your events, including graduation parties coming up. Tops Sandwich Company, let them do the work. Let them present what they do to you. Top Sandwich Company for graduation across from Shopco. Get a hold of Tucker Veldkamp and their cool staff over there. Forecast, going to be nice and warm for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Cools off a little bit for Sunday, and a chance for some late afternoon showers and thunderstorms in and around Billings. Otherwise, temperatures between 75 and 82 for a good part of the rest of the week here on into at least half of the weekend. LivinLargeLarry.com. And an extended look at the forecast, click on the weather tab of the home page of our website. Top Sandwich Company. In Billings, no franchise, locally owned. Tucker Veldkamp owns it. We're a great crew working for him at Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco Catering. And Top Sandwich Company's happy hour, 5 to 8 p.m. All sandwiches then are $5 each. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
Ray Nava is with us with Billings Elite Amateur Boxing. First of all, Ray, talk about some of the bouts you've had over the last several months. The Billings Elite Amateur Boxing Club has been pretty successful.
Yeah, we have been pretty successful. We actually had some kids come back from Fort Belknap last night with a few wins. And had my nephew, he's a Golden Gloves champ out in Fairview. We went out there and his second fight out, he got that. He's doing pretty well. And then we've got some national contenders with us now. Bunch of kids, boys and girls. We're growing strong every day. We got a good coaching staff. So we're having our event here this weekend coming up on the 21st, and just want to try to get the community to come out, support us, and have a good time.
Sure. Talk about your coaching staff and how they've grown over the last several months as well with Billings Elite Amateur Boxing.
Yeah, well, pretty much stayed the same with me, myself, Leroy Pena, Stuart Strever, Melvin Weaselboy Jr., Orlando Contreras, there's a couple other guys I'm missing, Albert Marmolejo, and just a couple other people. I can't really bring them to the.
Yeah, it's quite a team. I know I helped with a couple of your bouts, but you guys have been on the road quite a bit, and you mentioned that on Saturday, the May 21st, the B-Town Throwdown with Billings Elite Amateur Boxing. Give us the location and what to expect on Saturday night.
Okay, that location is at Riverside School at 3700 Madison Avenue, and we plan on having about at least 25 fights that night. Kids from all around the state are coming. Got kids from Fairview, kids from not kids, just teams from Fairview, Montana, teams from Great Falls, Hamilton, Helena, Lakota fight team out of Fort Belknap. There's a bunch of teams coming up, maybe even a couple out of Wyoming coming up too. The doors open at 3 p.m. and the first bout's at 5. We also got tickets for sale. $10 for adults, 8 and ages 8 to 12 are 5, and 7 and under are free.
Ray Nava with his Billings Elite Amateur Boxing. And the shout-outs to your sponsors, top of your head, who do you want to thank for sponsoring the Billings Elite Amateur Boxing Club?
Oh, my gosh, there's so many out there right now.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, we've got a lot of personal ones, and I wish I would have had that one right on hand with me, but I know there's a lot of individual sponsors that have helped us out. Geez, Larry, I wish I was prepared for that one.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, no worries. You can send me an email, and I'll give them a shout out later in the week. But it takes more than just you and your coaching staff and the parents of the boxers to keep it going. And it sounds like you got some pretty good community support with all the other sports going on in town with the IFL, and there's of course the Billings Extreme Semi-Pro Football and MMA and all that. Does MMA play into boxing when the kids have conversations with you about MMA? Does that play into their boxing abilities?
No, it does not play into the boxing abilities because we don't have anything against MMA. But I'll tell you this: we've had some kids and young adults that were doing MMA now coming over to boxing now.
Oh, that's good to hear.
And they're coming over and they're seeing a different side of the sport and how it affects what they were doing before. Now they're seeing how the boxing stance is held and some of the things that they weren't taught, they're learning with us now. So it's every day we got kids coming in, and every day is a new challenge. But we're still here, and we keep pushing forward. And with people like you helping us out, and just the little things that you do, Larry. I mean, word of mouth, and it all helps us out. And we're just very blessed to be where we're at.
No worries. I appreciate help. I appreciate helping you guys out. It's not a problem at all. So B-Town Throwdown coming up in Billings. Billings Elite Amateur Boxing hosting the event. Riverside Middle School. Doors open up at 3 or 3:30. First bout at 5 p.m. 25 fights. That's going to be a nice, long, entertaining night for the families, huh?
It should be. It should be, and I guarantee you'll have concessions and everything there. It's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of entertainment, door prizes. I think there's some door prizes there. I'm going down to the gym right now to meet up with the other coaches, and we're gonna hammer all that other details out. And I can get a hold of you. Maybe you can, just add some more.
Sure.
Information later on throughout the week.
You can send me an email at livinlargelarry@yahoo.com. Very simple, livinlargelarry@yahoo.com. And in the meantime, should be a fun night on Saturday in Billings. B-Town Throwdown, and Ray Nava. Appreciate your time with the Billings Elite Amateur Boxing Club.
Thank you for your time and letting me do this.